Consider this, that today is the end of your time and you should mend your ways. You will surely change. Upon sensing the proximity of death, indulgence in sins will cease. You will search for the essence of existence, which is God. Surely you will be drawn to listening to spiritual discourses. When you listen to them, you will understand the nectar of devotion in life. Life's core purpose is to chant the divine name and remain devoted, ultimately attaining salvation. A saint walked along with immense happiness. Nearby, a drunken man lounged with an open bottle beside him. He noticed the saint and thought, he looks happy and I too am having a good time. He said, Saint, your joy seems trivial compared to my happiness. The saint asked, what kind of happiness do you have? I am foretelling your destiny. You'll leave this world in exactly 7 days. It felt as though reality struck him suddenly. In a panic, he stood up. He fell at the saint's feet and said, can you truly read one's destiny from the lines of fate? The saint replied, with the power of my penance, I have seen your fate. You'll die in 7 days. He threw away the bottle and the glass in a panic. He pondered, after 7 days my body will perish. What then is the meaning of my life? The saint replied, that's precisely what I wanted you to understand. Your worldly pleasures are of no value when death separates you from your body. This cannot help you afterwards. He prostrated at the saint's feet in surrender. Isn't there any chance of escape? He queried, to which the saint responded, only one path can make you eternal if you adhere to it within these 7 days. Chant repeatedly, Govind, Govind, Govinda. This is the way. Memorize this. So escaping death is an option. Went home, bathed, used holy water, performed sacred rituals, vowed with Ganga water, remaining life shall be dedicated to chanting Govind's name. I will refrain from any alcohol forever. The sage instructed this for 7 days and saintly words remained true within that time. Who knows from which past life's merit this fortunate encounter happened, a glimpse of the saint and faith in their words. Now it began, Govind, Govind, Hare Murari, Govind, Govind, Mukund, Krishna, Govind, Govind, Tunga waters, Govind, Damodar, Madhavi, Govind, 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 Govind. 1 day passed and 6 days remained. Govind, 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 Govind. No food or water for 6 days. It was just Govind, Govind, Govind and more Govind. On the 7th day, extraordinary events started occurring. Meditating on God non-stop for 6 full days softened the heart. All transgressions turned to dust. Now tearfully saying, O Lord, I'm an unworthy sinner. Today I surrender myself to you. Show pity on me, please. Radha, Radha, Radha. Where one's loved ones reside, the name remains. The 7th day came with the vessel in hand, smiling faintly, walking joyfully. They had figured out the exact house. They reached there with eyes chanting Govind, 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 Govind. They did not say, brother, open your eyes. He thought he had escaped death but said nothing. Brother, 7 days mentioned. On the 7th day, the sage was in bliss. The master said, are you about to die now? He said, no, I had told you you'd achieve immortality day after 7 days. He did not say that you would become immortal. You have to die in 7 days. In 7 days, a single day would lead to your demise. But now through chanting God's name, you've attained immortality. It eliminates all illnesses, griefs, fears, and distress. From that day onwards, he became a devotee of Bhagavat's love, living continuously while chanting the name of God. Did you know that your physical body, this very body, could cease to exist at any moment without warning? Don't be careless, even if your health is good. Chant God's name thoroughly because the days are fleeting. The night will come, and then the day will return. This cycle of happiness and sorrow continues. If you don't worship, you will not be liberated from this cycle. Think of today as your last day and make a promise now to abstain from committing sins ever again. To stop committing sins, we have to be extremely cautious if we truly want to prevent sinful acts. To prevent them, the first thing we must do is to be very mindful. We must keep our food pure. Those who eat meat, fish, or drink alcohol, who consume impure foods, their conscience does not remain to distinguish between sin and virtue. What should they do? Their hearts become hardened, causing harm and pain to living creatures just to satisfy their own desires. They walk the straight path to degradation through engaging with meat, fish, and all such living beings. They roast, boil, and eat all these creatures. They will face severe consequences for this. Those who consume alcohol develop impure thoughts. Their anger increases. They become unhesitant in committing violence. Alcohol severely corrupts the mind, so avoid drinking it. If you wish to avoid falling into sin, first control dirty food and other impure intakes. When your intellect becomes purified, it will guide you away from choosing the incorrect path. An unclean mind habitually leads to harmful actions. Wherever inspiration arises toward unrighteous paths, there is an inevitable flood of misery, sorrow, anxiety, despair, and sadness. Wherever there is vile thinking, such circumstances arise, and this kind of mentality is expanding in this age of Kali Yuga. Where wisdom is present, qualities like happiness, contentment, peace, kindness, compassion, and friendship manifest, all divine and spiritual virtues. Prosperity resides where wisdom belongs, and where vile thinking exists, countless miseries and negative tendencies are rooted. Therefore, brothers, first convince your mind that death can come at any moment, even today. And from today, adopt the mindset of one who knows they will soon die, thinking, why should I sin? I will devote myself to God. When King Parikshit learned he had 7 days left, he renounced his kingdom and undertook a penance of fasting unto death, neither consuming even a drop of water while engaging in uninterrupted meditation on God. He took such a vow that great sages and Brahmins were pleased and surrounded him. Until his ultimate liberation, the great Saint Shukadeva Maharaj himself came to guide him. For 7 days, God enabled the tasting of death's nectar. Please lend me your ears for a moment. Today, understand that your final moment has arrived. At the final moment, follow the rules as if no one commits sins. People say it's the final moment. Perform charity, engage in good deeds, drink Gangajal, all this so you live purely. No one knows the final moment. Keep chanting God's name with pure devotion. Spread happiness, and purity will lead to divine salvation. Every breath of yours is essential for divine attainment. If you're chanting the name during every breath, don't worry, that will ensure your ultimate union with the divine. Just as Ajamil called out Narayana using his son's name, the divine messengers came, freed him from the noose of death, and granted him liberation. We call upon God knowingly, will we not be blessed? Ajamil was blessed by calling out Narayana unknowingly, and we chant Radha Radha deliberately in every breath. Our ultimate bliss and enlightenment will surely be achieved. Thus, since you've understood that death is unavoidable, it is said, do not be consumed like moths destroyed by the flame of lust. Do not fall prey to fleeting desire. Stay far from reckless deeds. Always respect others, mothers and sisters, harboring no inappropriate thoughts. It will ruin you. Such indulgence will ruin you. It leads to hell, and in this era, no one understands that this is a major sin. It is being seen merely as entertainment. Accept righteousness with sincerity. Engaging in righteous ways of living leads to detachment. Accept it. Through righteous consumption of topics, detachment arises, and only the detached attain devotion. The detached attain peace. The detached progress on the path to attaining God. Shree mentioned that like a moth destroyed by a burning flame, anyone entertaining lustful ideas about a mother or sister is bound to face ruin. Why let yourself be destroyed like the moth? Contemplate and mend your ways. Your body will perish sooner or later. So why are you serving worldly desires? Why are you not living righteously? Korea, breaking of the Sangam vows, Vrindavan household ties. You make vows, but then you break them, destroy them. You say, I won't do this anymore. But then after 4 days, you fall back into it. Taking a vow today, resolving firmly, but very few can truly adhere to them. When noble intentions are embraced, life truly shines brightly. Decide never to consume alcohol in life. Never engage with another man's wife. Never gamble, never consume meat. Serve the elderly. If the chance arises, sacrifice your life for the sake of others. This should be the firm rules of a virtuous traveler, whether a householder or a renunciate. Without rules, love cannot be attained. If one becomes detached but does not focus their mind on the Lord, then very vile behavior surfaces. Addictions, indulgence in intoxication. Is there any intoxication greater than the name of God? If the mind lacks connection to the blissful form of the Lord, restlessness will prevail. Merely altering attire or location won't calm the mind. If one's intent remains unchanged, then what has truly shifted? Shripad says, when the body, Shripad is saying, when the body will perish, why do you worship the feet? The state of the world is very strange. This satsang is solely for attaining the divine. Many companionships do not match, and only the unique dual love nectar remains. Immerse yourself in that love and meditate upon it while alive. Avoid the intoxication of superficial attachments where the essence of true love doesn't persist in their company. The wine of many worldly pleasures does not bring the hue of love. One should not listen to words that deter one from the beloved Lord. Saints have been subjected to great suffering on the righteous path. For those who live in merriment, it doesn't make a difference, but those on the righteous path encounter countless hardships. Just look and see for yourself. If you begin to walk righteously, then your path will face hundreds of obstacles by people ready to oppose you. That's why it's God's grace. Take advantage of satsang. We are doing this not because I want to, but Shree Ji is making it happen. Satsang will become rare, so write it down. Satsang is taught by sages through scriptures, where the mind is surrendered to the eternal Lord. Therefore, avoid superficial talk and focus. Give yourself over to divine company. Protect your ears carefully. Don't listen to everyone's words. Seek the essence of divine sweetness. Handle your ears cautiously. Don't listen to everyone. Stay only with Rasikas immersed in the love of Pritam and Madhuri shorn of juvenile distractions, and avoid any other companions. Behold and witness the sheer delight that love bestows upon us. In the lush flourishing bowers of Vrindavan are those who find their eternal abode. This is the only path to tread.
Live humbly and in complete harmony with others.
Durdaji mentions, observe carefully whom you choose to associate with, those deeply immersed in the enchanting love of Shyama and Shyam's captivating Vrindavan tales. Worshippers of love, those surrendered to Vrindavan, to Pritam and Priya, only such affectionate souls are worth fellowship. None others, look. The unmatched delight of love amidst the flourishing greenery of Vrindavan's bowers. Are you aware of how Rasikas perceive Priya and Pritam? Sri Harivanshuri tells us, like two eyes but sharing a single vision. Shall I recount it to you? Shyama and Shyam. United yet unique, separated for just a fleeting instant, perhaps never at all. A shared life merging into a single body but housing two distinct souls. Two beings sharing life's journey, yet locked in one gaze. Priya embodied in Pritam. Pritam living as Priya. Is there ever a true separation? Yet there's an exclusivity. As Priya tastes, Pritam relishes. Complementary yet distinct roles. Thus we respect the unique role of female confidants, the cherished sanctum of discipleship and divine union. It is the pride we followers of Himani remain steadfast. Mohan wipes Ashu's tears carefully with patience. A youthful and tender body that radiates vibrancy. The mesmerizing shade of love's hue stands out. We must seek and associate deeply with those deeply soaked in the divine essence of Priya Pritam's nectar. If you take refuge in Vrindavan and Priya Pritam, then you must adopt this principle, because this sacred and blessed path, the nectarous path, is only accessible through divine masters, not through mere rituals. Keep this in mind. Just as a wagon holds no power yet reaches its destination through its connection with the engine, similarly, our divine connection has the potential to guide us towards Shree Ji. The doctrine of love highlights the need for sacred unity to achieve bright eternal love, unwavering devotion, and immense spiritual blessings. The journey toward divine connection is truly challenging and demanding. The mind's constant restlessness offers no true relief or solace. The journey becomes smoother and more harmonious when truly aligned. To walk this path with unwavering devotion is a great challenge. If the mind wavers even slightly like a mustard seed, contamination arises. And in this pure path, no mixing is allowed. Here, union is not ordinary, but happens in the eternal play of ras within the pristine fields, a sacred, untainted path of ultimate sweetness. It is not the prominence of practice, but the supremacy of devotion. Supremacy exists. If there is exclusivity, then attaining Bhagavad is certain. That's why we confidently say exclusivity, even though the devotee Anand, who was bound by sensory pleasures, is not yet as disciplined or self-controlled. Millions of disciplined devotees may surpass him. But he is single-minded towards Shyama Shyam. It is difficult. The struggle is solace, bowing to one destination. The mind acts up, seeking self-praise. Do it immediately as it hears. There are vast protocols. For attaining happiness, there are grand miracles. But there's only one way to burn infinite lifetimes of impressions and reach supreme Bhagavad bliss, the association of Bhagavad loving saints. One rule remains. Without saintly association, divine love's hue won't appear. When saintly association occurs, stay devoted. Shun connections with those opposing Shyama Shyam, or obstacles will emerge. Others have strayed from their path due to negative associations. Being as small as a mustard seed traveling forth, if one diverts from the path even a little, the way is lost. Here the guidance is to spread your hands with open hope, like standing ready to receive ultimate divine glory. O Shree Harivansh Dayal,
Who is the distributor?
effortlessly to Ladli Lal, not merely uttering Ladli Lal effortlessly, but standing with open hands in exclusivity is true devotion. From the adjoining line, they will ask how long you've been standing. You reply, for this long, only holding open arms. Shama Sham will be attained exclusively through the grace established by Shree Harivansh Chandra Ji. Sitting solely upon the path of love's sweet nectarous inclination, straying from the path even by the smallest measure, like a mustard seed taints the essence of purity. Boundaries across faiths are outlined, yet unity cannot arise without harmony. Without devotion, no love flourishes. Without ongoing dedication, the heart wanes. Without the presence of the wise souls, devotion ceases to grow. And without devotion, love cannot sustain. Without love, union with the divine beloved is impossible. Cherish devotion always. Service to the divine beloved equates to service to society. The ultimate sweetest nectar of love is reserved for those who succeed in securing it. The color has dawned with it. Glory to such devoted individuals unwavering in love. Those fortunate enough to be in their presence, they realize, now I am drawn to Shyam like never before. During the ornamentation of the hymn they sing, I know neither Ghanshyam nor the beloved. O Guru, leaning upon your lotus feet, I remain resolute, needing no other. My devotion to my divine beloved is solely through your company, your vision and your discourse, diving into the most profound nectar of divine love granted by saintly souls submerged in love. Come into their company. By their companionship, unite with your soul's beloved. Detach yourself from those companions. The love of Priya and Pritam will envelop you. And for those who lack any sense of devotion, listen and act like servants to the lovers immersed in the divine love of Priya Pritam, whose minds, words, and deeds are steeped in devotion. Bow in servitude to them, and Shama Sham will become one with you. This guiding principle was unveiled by the great Mahaprabhu Harivansh Chandra Ji. Just like Harivansh, who forsook all misconceptions and faced the venom of time, grasping the truth of Shama and Pritam. Therefore, it is advised, be a servant in thought, speech, and action to those who adore Shama Sham. By embracing their servitude, Shama Sham will naturally extend their grace and unite with you. Now in this, there are numerous obstacles, be it physical ailments, mental unrest, or the storm of desires. It is thought that regardless of the situation, remain committed to the journey. Do not abandon it. Approach it with unshakable resolve. Just as even when the body disintegrates into pieces, the mind does not waver from its goal. Once you set foot on the path of Priya Pritam's love, there is no turning back, even if the head is severed. And this is tested. Through temptations or fears, attempts are made to pull you back. Walking on the exclusive path is challenging and it demands unwavering dedication, even if the body is forsaken. One must understand that even if the body perishes or immense suffering occurs, we must follow the path of devotion. Having attained the grace of Shreeji's lotus feet, one cannot abandon it, no matter the temptation posed by a great saint or even if the Lord himself suggests otherwise. Like Narad, one's dedication should remain intact. Even if the body is fragmented, our focus should not waver, akin to a brave warrior who, despite being wounded in battle, does not retreat. Such a brave warrior on the path of Bhagavad love endures all trials. He overcomes lust and anger, faces ridicule, praise and dishonor from the world. Every step brings challenges, yet he does not falter. No matter the circumstance, if it feels like devotion is not happening, there's no need to worry. It's not something achieved by our effort alone, but by Shreeji's grace. Our hands are extended in hope, eagerly awaiting his kindness, trusting that one day Harivanshji will bless us and Shama Shyam will fill our hearts. When will the time come when devotion becomes steady? Even during times of great despair, when the mind begins to waver and lose patience, one should continue walking on the path of worship and faith. Sometimes the mind is slightly drawn to devotion, other times deeply absorbed in it. Through the state such situation arise for a seeker, but one must never abandon the path of bhajan. Even when the mind remains distracted and doesn't engage with devotion, one should avoid indulging in trivial distractions like watching TV or engaging in negative company and actions. Devotion means perseverance. Eventually the distracted mind will align back with the practice. Seek the company of his devotees to revive the spirit of devotion. Rather than succumbing to meaningless entertainment or distractions, remain steadfast and focused. Stay put, the mind will shift and connect with Shreeji again. The Acharya expressed, if grasped fully, it's a profound concept. Restraint, commitments and reverence cannot replace the essence of love. Our souls have wavered deeply. A profound truth lies in the great Acharya's guiding principles. They touch upon restraint, vows and devotion as mere foundations. Our mother reflects upon this meditation. My darling, my beloved, this one matter cycles back again. It's pivotal. If this feeling doesn't connect with Shreeji, do these efforts hold value? The rituals, the vows, the traditions, distant various methods lose meaning. If love doesn't emerge, then all is wasted. All rituals and practices of devotion lose their essence without love. Its core lies in singularity, unity and surrender. This is where love resides in my beloved Shama. That's the true bliss, the eternal Shama manifested. Nothing else compares to this authentic state. On this path, worshippers are cautioned. Do not perform devotional acts for mere external purposes. Let the natural joy of spirituality overflow more freely. Like a mighty river's unyielding flow, worship shouldn't arise from selfish motives. Not for this task to be completed, Shreeji. Worship solely for its essence, free of desire or demands. Worship is our very nature, a fundamental truth. We tell you, you are our Lord. For that, we are not bound to ritual practices, not even within our homes. We will not do it. Just like at home when we talk to our mother, do we discuss any transactions with her? Why? Because she is my mother. Similarly, our deity is like our beloved in our household. If there is any problem in the house, you may discuss it, but don't create a pretext. Our prayers, services and devotion begin with this. We make a humble request to you to resolve or maintain our situation. Whatever is dear and lovable is acceptable, but we won't perform any rituals for it. We remain yours because of the rituals we've upheld. And we are yours. These two things don't go together. Rituals for oneself and we are yours. These two concepts are completely at odds. They are absolutely misaligned and contradictory. When you rest your mind and soul, wondering if we lack faith, our rituals, are they truly rituals of ours or yours? We're voicing our issues to you, indicating our mind is ensnared in this crisis. It's about our bodily and worldly needs. Please observe, complete surrender resolves everything. And when that happens, you naturally guide us without us needing to say anything. What should a devotee never think? The mind might lose its patience seeking happiness, but excessive joy often leads to sorrow. Devotees on the path of love cannot sustain themselves with such fluctuating emotions. When happiness and ease come, they joyfully exclaim, "Victory, Guruji!" But when adversity or a slight insult arises, everything crumbles and vanishes. A devoted person should always keep their mind steady and unshaken. Currently there is comfort, but tomorrow might bring challenges. If today holds difficulties, tomorrow will bring comfort. We follow the path of balance, untouched by good or bad circumstances. And understand that neither your deity nor your Guruji ever brings adversity to you. Keep this in mind.
You fail to realize that adversity is actually immense fortune.
So keep steadfast in your devotion and sacred rituals. Do not falter. Just as even the strongest winds cannot uproot mighty mountains, so too should you remain unshaken amid both challenges and success. Dedicate yourself completely to your teacher and guru and remain in constant devotion. This life is but fleeting. When the price is paid, you will attain spiritual realization. What is the wager? Chant the name Radha, Radha, Radha with every breath to protect yourself from the world's bitterness. This world is peculiar. Escape from its grasp. Right now, it might seem alluring because you're trapped. But those blessed with spiritual knowledge or wisdom see the truth. It's a trap. So, chant the divine name day and night. Fulfill your duties. Serve your family, considering it as service to the Lord, and offer everything to Him. This is the way to attain divine truth. Learn to endure obstacles along this path without breaking, retreating, or giving up. Press forward regardless of hardships or happiness. Ignore pain and pleasure alike. In this life, we must halt the cycle of rebirth and strive for divine realization.